We're no strangers to a property conundrum.
I hate this house. It just doesn't work.
We're on the verge of divorce, aren't we?
No.
Across Britain, many of us are living in properties not built for the challenges of modern life.
But now, more than ever, we need our homes to work hard for us.
The kitchen is useless.
It's lots of small rooms and we're always separate.
Yes, our homes need to be more than just the place we live in.
They're where we work, play, socialise, and even exercise.
I want a nice hub so you can talk, eat, chat, homework in one area.
So we're looking back at our most brilliant builds. Graham is a table and one chair.
Where I helped couples tackle renovations of all shapes and sizes.
To show homeowners across the UK and you how to make the most of the space you have. Oh,
Look at that.
that's not what I was expecting.
All in the name of resolving that famous dilemma.
Are you going to love it?
Or list it. Yes, when it comes to renovations, we always have a solution.
We?
I like to lend a hand now and again.
Today, it's all about small budgets and big decisions. As we look back at two families who were counting every penny.
Do you know what I like about it as well? That, like, it's not going to cost that much money, is it?
Small spends
It's an expensive spare room, isn't it?
Yeah.
that reaped huge rewards.
Oh, my word, what have you done?
Yeah.
£25,000 for the whole thing.
And now the dust settled, we find out their future plans.
It's not that major of a move, really. It's not like New Zealand or anything. That would be a good idea.
Which is what you did, Ryan.
Yeah, that would...
So what does it take to stick to budget? Meticulous planning?
Meticulous planning, planning ahead, because delays cost. In building, delays cost. If the builder says to you, where do you want these plugs to go, and you're at work, and this is the first time you've thought about it, you're going to be paying for a load of builders to do something for a day, to do nothing for a day. So, number one thing, plan. Delays actively cost you money.
Yeah.
Second thing is, understand multiples. If you go for a socket, which is £5 more...
And you need 25 sockets.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So plan, understand multiples, and also look for deals. Don't be shy.
Yeah.
Be of a bit of a, wheeler dealer.
time and
Don't be
effort.
so British about it.
You've got to commit to the task. You've got to do your research and you've got to find the deal.
When you go to the bathroom showroom and you decide on a bathroom, say, what's your best offer?
Yeah.
Renovating on a budget was the top priority for the Tuck family in Long Eaton, Derbyshire, who we met back in 2017, as the race to make space in their 3-bed semi had turned their home into a battleground.
We're on the verge of divorce, aren't we?
No, don't say that.
We're not really.
For civil engineer Jess Tuck, this 3-bedroom Victorian semi is the forever home.
I'm Team Love It all the way. This house has so much potential. I've really nested here and I feel like this is our family home now. I'm pretty determined to stay.
But husband and purchasing manager Andy has practically packed his bags.
I think we need to move. I think we need to move on.
He bought this house for £137,000 10 years ago, when it was just him and his daughter Amelie, who stays with them 3 nights a week.
But since marrying Jess, it's all been a bit of a squeeze with the arrival of baby Finn. He's already taken over the dining room.
Meal times here are a nightmare.
There's stuff everywhere. Like we get the table out, we have to clear all the toys away.
And the table's back so the kids can play again. So it doesn't quite work for us at the minute.
With plans for another baby, Jess has designs for the house.
We can quite comfortably convert into the loft. We've had a look at it and it's, big enough for a bedroom. We've got a house full of character in a location that's 1.5 miles from both of our work. Amelie lives down the road. We can walk to the park, the amenities.
But canal walks and parks aren't enough for Andy. He wants to abandon the burbs for proper country living.
Well, I think you've got the image of a village and rural and, the countryside and green.
Yeah, nice garden, nice little pub you can walk to nearby.
Yeah. For a lot more money.
So after 4 years of loving versus listing and country versus town, it's a stalemate.
We do need help.
Yeah, we need help.
That's our cue.
Right, lipstick checked, all ready to go, Phil.
Good. How's my makeup?
Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Nice to meet you,
I'm
Jess.
Phil. Hello, Jess. How do you do?
Nice to meet you.
Hello.
Nice to meet you.
How you doing?
Hello, hi, nice to meet you.
Welcome.
Quite excited to see your house.
Yes, come on in.
Thank you.
Here we go.
I can see lots of potential. There's over 1,100 square feet of house here. 3 good-sized bedrooms upstairs, and downstairs there's a sunny lounge at the front and a dining room and kitchen at the back.
You've been through this kind of debate for some time, haven't you?
Jess bullied me into looking for a new house for months and months and months. We found out that Jess was pregnant and she was having morning sickness, and then every time she thought about moving, she felt sick. So I got geared up to move into a new house.
I said, no, I'm not going.
This is very interesting. It's
Well, I
genuinely...
haven't got a chance, have I?
No, but it's very interesting.
Medically unable to move.
Well, Kirsty, looking around, this house doesn't work as a forever home for a family of 4 and possibly 5.
I'm not saying anything until I've seen the bedrooms.
It's a really big room, this, with great ceiling height.
Finley's room, it's decent size.
Yes, and the other bedrooms are nice and big. So spending all their budget creating a 4th bedroom could be a mistake.
But they do want more children, Kirst.
Yeah, but it's fine.
But it's not fine because they haven't got enough bedrooms.
They have got enough bedrooms. Children share, Phil.
Well, they've asked for another bedroom.
They haven't asked for another bedroom. They didn't ask for another bedroom.
I think they
Absolutely
did.
not. No, they didn't. They asked for more space. It's not the same as asking for another bedroom.
Andy and Jess have put aside a 30 grand budget for a loft conversion. However, after sending in our cameras to record a normal working day, we discovered that the family spend a staggering 70% of their time in the cramped kitchen and separate dining room.
And less than 20% upstairs. This house could feel top-heavy if they added another bedroom without creating more ground floor living space first. A change of tack could also save them cash. The average loft conversion costs as much as 35 grand, but I could keep to a budget of 20,000 by focusing instead on remodelling the downstairs.
OK. Right, well, that's...
Oh,
What have you done?
smashing up the place.
Yeah, you're not allowed to knock it down yet.
Sorry.
If they're prepared to let a potential second baby share with Big Brother Finn, my plan is to open up the rooms downstairs, where our cameras found the family spends 70% of their time. I just hope they're brave enough.
This is your current house. This is what your kitchen could look like. That's a bifold door here.
With a budget of 20 grand, my plan is to create a spacious, modern, open-plan kitchen diner by knocking down the cupboard that currently divides the 2 rooms and switching the new kitchen into the old dining room. There'll be space here for the seating area that Jess craves, and big new bifold doors means the old kitchen will become a bright, sunny dining area. No more moving the table in and out, as there'll be room for everyone in a layout that uses the whole of the downstairs.
A baby and a toddler and a teenager in our little living room.
Yeah,
You're right.
it doesn't work.
it doesn't work.
No. So
But
this
everyone's
is...
spread out through through that
Yeah.
does work.
This becomes more of a kitchen, sitting room, dining room.
I'm not scared by that at all.
No, I'm not.
I like it, Kirsty.
I wasn't expected to be so impressed.
Something we've always said is not about how much money you've got to spend, it's about what you spend it on. And stretching the budget in the right way is a really delicate task. It's a really strategic, thoughtful process. And they really wanted to do a loft conversion, didn't they?
They did, but that would have been madness because that would have created one of those houses.
Skinny, tall,
Tall,
out
skinny,
of balance.
Out of balance house. More bedrooms, less reception. And it would have been a big expenditure that they didn't need to make. And also, it wasn't a particularly big garden, but it was a lovely sheltered garden, which could have been used much of the year if you had the right access to it.
Another family in Albrighton, Shropshire, were facing a major renovation on a tight budget when we first met them back in 2019.
20-somethings Curtis and Jamie Lee and their daughter Scarlett are about to welcome baby number 2 into the family. But while their 3-bed terrace may appear like the perfect home, inside a disagreement is brewing and even Peanut the cat has had enough.
Got a baby on the way. The house is how we want it, bar the kitchen, an open plan. So I do not want to move.
I do.
After buying this house 2 years ago as a doer-upper, Curtis and Jamie Lee rolled up their sleeves, gutted it and renovated from top to bottom. Now Jamie Lee is adamant that this is their forever family home. But fed up at the lack of open-plan space, Curtis is ready to move on.
And with baby number 2 about to make an imminent appearance, the timing isn't ideal.
The baby's due in
Can you remember now?
4 weeks.
5 weeks.
4 weeks tomorrow.
No, 5 weeks today.
Rookie error there, Curtis. That's really not going to help your cause.
It's not just about the house. It's about the children's lives as well, and they don't want to keep moving all the time. It's not fair on them.
This young family are putting all their future hopes in our hands. Phil?
Well, I'm sure I can find them the perfect place to live out their dreams.
Don't get ahead of yourself, Phil. Let's find out what you're up against first.
You bought it because you loved it?
Well, we didn't actually like it, did we? It was just
not
like...
really. We bought it.
It was just the cheapest one that we could afford.
How many beds has the house got?
It's got 3.
Right.
So we've got room.
You've got room for the baby, and you're close to your family.
Yeah.
And you're pleased with what you've done to the house.
Yeah.
Yeah, but equally, you bought the house because it needed to do a job.
Yeah.
You've done it up, it's done its job, it's made some money, and now it's time to go.
Yeah. When Jamie sees my vision of living in the countryside, I think she'll...
Oh, what's this? Countryside?
Yeah.
No one said anything about countryside.
So, a village in Shropshire, like a semi-rural, something more rural than what we currently live in now, anyway.
Curtis,
Yeah.
just remind me, where's Scarlett right now?
Nannies.
She is. And how far is Nanny's?
2-minute walk.
2-minute walk.
Yeah. But what I would love to do for
Why
Nanny
would
is
you
to have
move
a
away
little...
from that, Curtis?
Curtis just wants the best life he can imagine for his family, Kirsty.
And with a little imagination, he'll soon see that the best option for the family and their finances is to stay put. You just wait and see.
Do we knock down this wall and rebuild the conservatory and have a kitchen extension there? Or do we just knock down this wall and have a bigger kitchen with that as the sitting room? There are, I kid you not, about 5 different walls you could knock down. Obviously not all of them, because then the house would fall down.
Choosing which walls to lose is a crucial decision at the start of many projects. And there is a simple way you can check which walls are load-bearing. If the wall in question runs parallel to the floor joists above, chances are it's not a load-bearing wall. But if the wall runs at a 90-degree angle to the joist, it's likely it is. But before you get busy with a sledgehammer, always check with a professional first. With so much to do, every penny of Curtis and Jamie Lee's £30,000 budget needed to be spent wisely. Sometimes when I do this, I say, oh, this is what you must do. I'm just saying, okay, I'm a bit unsure. My newly formed master plan will remove the wall at the back of the house to open into a new extension, giving Curtis the big family kitchen he is longing for. Plus, there's space for a new utility room and loo.
I think this room will be a big enough kitchen diner for me to be able to have, like groups, all the family together. I'm just worried that this will not actually be that big.
How often do you have all the family together?
Probably
Every week.
Yeah, every week, pretty much. I'd say we have a.
Either your family or my family.
Yeah, like 10 or 12 here.
I'm going to rub out all my things.
To give them even more open-plan living space, the wall into the dining room could be removed, creating one huge area running front to back of the house and into the extension. Perfect for entertaining. The living room would stay intact with one door blocked off to make it more private, creating a separate space where children can play during the day and grown-ups can relax in the evening. What you've got here is a lot of floor space.
Yeah, definitely when we have groups of friends and family around, that'll be awesome.
Yeah.
I like that idea, yeah.
We'll be together, we'll have more room. Be nice and light, I think it'd be great.
As Jamie, Lee and Curtis think over my plan. Back in Long Eaton, Jess and Andy Tuck have embraced my plan to reconfigure the downstairs layout, and the building work has started.
A lot's been done on the first day. Plaster's off. There's been a big change on the first day.
Grafted. They had the whole kitchen out in about 20 minutes.
Yeah, they have grafted.
Helped along with some useful pointers from civil engineer Jess.
Am I a little bit of a control freak? No, but the builders laughed. They said they were impressed, though. I think they were impressed.
Wow.
A week in and I'm checking on the build.
And this space is fantastic.
These guys haven't hung about. What was once a poky kitchen and gloomy dining room is now one big open space made bright by the new bifold doors.
I mean, the light is fantastic. I think that's the number one thing that one has to recognise. There is an enormous amount of light here now.
Removing a supporting wall costs around £2,000. It's taken up a big part of their budget.
So I'm keen to show them how to make their 20 grand stretch in other areas. What are we doing with the floor?
So, original floorboards were already here in the dining room. So we've had floorboards put in what was the kitchen in here as well to match. And we were looking at different flooring options.
To get a decision on flooring, we'll just have to go shopping. And with Amelie along too, we can get a family consensus. It's vital I help them to choose a durable, easy-to-clean flooring in the kitchen, as this room suffers from foot traffic and spills.
Hardwood is probably my favourite. It's warm, resilient, and if you're a butterfingers like me, things are less likely to break. Another great advantage of a wooden floor is that if you want to update it, you can sand it down and paint it another colour. And this is what I want to show Andy and Jess.
These guys have gone for slate grey kitchen cabinets, so to subtly coordinate the floorboards, I've chosen chalk paint. It's often used to upcycle furniture, but it also works well on floors.
You'd lacquer the floor, both the old and the new boards. Then you wait for that to dry. Then you put on one coat of the chalk paint, and then you lacquer on top.
OK.
It's as easy as that. Okie doke. We've got 4 shades of grey here, so let's see which shade.
I like this colour.
Ooh, that's pretty.
Go on nicely, don't you?
Yeah, nice.
That's it, I've done my floorboard. So, I know what I think.
You think this one, don't you?
No, weirdly, I think this one.
Do you?
No, not because it's mine, I swear.
This is too close, isn't it? And that's a contrast would be warmer, perhaps.
What do you think, Emily?
I think with the copper, that one.
The country grey.
Yeah.
Yep, this subtle shade of grey will be hard-wearing, but still light enough to lift the room. They should test a sample pot at home in natural light as well.
I think there are colours in there that I may not have necessarily looked at beforehand, which work really well.
It's going to look great.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Meanwhile, in Albrighton, after just over 6 weeks of deliberation and coping with the arrival of newborn baby Maverick, Curtis and Jamie Lee are full steam ahead with my plan. They've chosen the option to knock all the way through from front to back internally and are creating a stunning open-plan kitchen diner that will be around a whopping 31 metres squared.
You can see how big it's going to be. So we weren't quite sure, but it actually looks like massive.
The extension will stretch their budget, but the guys will try and keep costs down as much as possible by sourcing materials themselves, as well as doing the painting and decorating.
With so much to do, I've come back to see how things are progressing.
So, I haven't been here for quite a while, and work has been getting going. Look, da-da-da-da-dum. I'm suitably dressed for a building site, as ever. I love this bit. It's so full of new possibilities. We're all very into these kind of multifunctional rooms and open plan space, but if you put too much stuff in it and you make it too complicated, it stops being open plan. So my job here today is to try and persuade Curtis and Jamie to keep this space purer, a really fantastic dining space. because they love to cook, they love to entertain, they've got a big family. Well, if they can't come round to eat, that's a bit pointless. So it's lovely to be standing here.
Yeah.
It's a lovely sunny space. It accesses the garden. So imagine you've got family coming round. You don't want to move to the back of the house.
Yeah.
You still want to have access to the garden. I just wanted to imagine a big table here.
Yeah.
Right. Jamie, 200 minimum.
Yeah.
And 80 width. OK, Curtis, you go at the other end.
OK.
We want the table 200 between. So this is the 4 legs of the table.
OK, yeah.
We're using scaffolding planks to mock up a table here for size.
I really like it.
But there's no reason why they or other bits of wood left over from the build couldn't be used to make a table, creating a rustic, bespoke piece of furniture that would be perfect for the big family gatherings they love to host.
Do you know what I like about it as well? That, like, it's not going to cost that much money, is it?
No,
you know?
it's not going to cost that much.
And,
but it's going to be a real dining room. But you could also think about having your seating for here as bench seating rather than chairs.
I like them.
We can find some benches there. Again, they're very easy to make.
I want to use the space as much as I can when people come round.
They're going to be in the back.
Yeah, I don't want to shove them in the back in the dark part.
No.
Surely we want to be here.
I think you can have that and still have what we wanted as well.
Yeah.
And then you've got a bit more space at the front.
That means you could have more kitchen and you could have a sofa in that bay window.
Yeah.
A sofa tucked into the front bay window would leave this area at the back uncluttered and with all the entertaining space they need. Rejigging the furniture is a simple way to maximise the space and it doesn't cost you a penny. With Curtis and Jamie Lee taking all my cost-saving advice on board, they'll be amazed at how far their 30 grand budget will stretch. Pip better watch out. In Long Eaton, Phil's challenge was to find Jess and Andy a house to offer them what their own couldn't. He was looking for a 4-bed house with a large kitchen in a rural setting with a budget of 280 grand. No easy feat. To convince Jess to up sticks, he had to find them a house that would suit a growing family for the long term.
Who knows where this could go?
For his first offering, Phil prioritised the rural location by taking them to a converted dairy farm just outside the village of Kingston-on-Soar. And while the period features had Andy swayed...
Oh, I love it. Absolutely love this sofa.
This Grade 2 listed semi only had 3 bedrooms, and the location of the potential 4th bedroom was a problem for them both.
We just need to think, actually, about what we need and whether Amelie would actually be comfortable being downstairs or not. Because at the moment, I don't think she would.
With 4 bedrooms, now the top priority, Phil chose to forego character with his next choice. A 4-bed modern home just down the road from their current house in Long Eaton. This property may have offered Andy and Jess lots of kitchen and living space, but it only served as a reminder that they couldn't get everything they wanted within budget.
So do you like this one so far?
No.
Thanks, Phil. Phil had one last trick up his sleeve, and for his final property, he made open plan living space and character his top priorities. But to keep within budget, he had to push them to the edge of the search area, taking them 30 minutes from home to the town of Bulwell.
How about that?
Period and quite large, isn't it?
I like bay windows.
It's a semi, it's huge, it's really characterful.
It's pretty.
Yeah, keen to look inside this one.
If it's character and space thereafter, this late Victorian house has both in abundance. Downstairs, it has a fabulous formal living room.
But I think in here is actually the showstopper.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Great space. Well, this is essentially what we're trying to achieve, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
But with a bit less space.
Quite a bit less space. In fact, this house is 50% larger than your house.
Wow.
Really?
So it's half as much again.
And they've not seen the half of it yet. Under budget at 265 grand, this place is double the house.
Oh, this is great for entertaining, isn't it? Very nice.
South facer for you.
Nice and sunny,
Trees,
Jess.
pond, veggie patch.
I'm sold. I'm sold. I'm absolutely sold.
Already?
Yeah.
Did someone say sold? Surely even Jess can't find fault here.
Sorry, Jess.
It's very nice.
You're managing to smile.
It's very nice. I mean, I don't know the area at all. It's something we'd look at, but I like the house.
Yeah.
My job is to help these guys see that listing is very much an option. And this house proves there are great possibilities out there.
You've got everything. Big garden, massive space in there, outbuilding, keep ponies in the garden, everything.
Let's see how we feel when Kirsty's finished.
I'm so pleased to have been able to show them that house, because in terms of what they were looking to achieve, it completely delivers, which also means it's a long way back for Kirsty now.
Maybe not as far as you think, Mr. Spencer. Let's just see once my fabulous work is finished.
How do you feel about the viewings and everything?
I woke up thinking about it. What are they going to do? What's the right decision?
Bless you.
I can't...
You lie in bed worrying whether people are going to love it or list it.
Well, don't you worry your pretty little head any longer, Phil.
Yes, it's time to settle the debate once and for all.
The build is now finished, and they've had some time to live in the house in all its glory, so they can make the decision whether to sell up or settle in.
Right. Feeling fit?
Yes, I'm confident that we've done the best with it that we can.
Yes. I haven't seen what you've done yet.
Yeah, well, I think you'll be pleasantly surprised.
Oh, here they are. Oh, well.
Good to see you.
Hello.
Yeah, everyone's looking very cheery, Phil.
Come on in and have a look.
Game over, if you ask me.
I can't wait for Phil to see the transformation downstairs. By uniting the dining room and the kitchen, the space is revolutionised. Taking down the internal dividing wall has created a roomy and stylish open-plan living area.
Oh. Oh. Jeez, that looks very smart indeed.
It's different, isn't it?
It is. Very, very different.
The old days of tripping over each other in the awkward galley kitchen are long gone. By switching the rooms around and fitting fabulous new units in the old dining room instead, my layout is much more family-friendly.
It doesn't feel like two rooms at all. It feels like one was always supposed to be like this.
Helped by continuing the floorboards across the two rooms and painting it all with the same chalk paint that we chose together.
And I really like this colour.
What I love about this colour is that it ties in with the wood of the surface and above the stove.
It's not cold.
It's not at all cold. I've got to say, Jess, congratulations. It really works.
It all looks $1 million, but their biggest expense was the £4,700 spent on the structural alterations.
In fact, they were so canny with their cash that they came in nearly £2,000 under their £20,000 budget and even stretched their funds to remove a wall in the bathroom and install a new roll-top bath.
That is money well spent, but is the change enough to make them stay?
Knowing that there are other things out there that you can afford, and knowing that you guys would like to expand the family, can you do that here?
It could work long term.
I think so.
And it works now, definitely.
Yeah. So
And if we'd have done upstairs and not done this, then I think we'd be...
You'd have
had to move,
wouldn't be here,
yeah.
so.
So it's very delicately priced, which brings us
To
to
the question. Are you going to love it?
Or are you going to list it?
We absolutely love it, don't we?
We love it, but ultimately, we're going to list.
Now?
No, in like 2 to 3 years is the plan, depending on how families progress and things. And actually, we've kind of had our eyes opened a bit to what's out there. And I had this kind of stigma attached with moving, which I'm not feeling at the minute. And it's helped me a lot, actually.
Obviously, I'm delighted. But was it a difficult decision?
We absolutely love this.
We genuinely love it. We love everything, how it's come together, how it's finished, how we're using it.
Yeah.
And we are absolutely going to enjoy it.
I'd have thought.
But ultimately...
Yeah. It's not now the forever home, but it's a brilliant home, isn't it?
Yeah, we do love it here.
Congratulations, Phil.
I don't want to
Well
take
done, Phil.
congratulations. I'll congratulate you
And well
too.
done, Kirsty. It's beautiful. We love it. Thank you.
You see, Phil, I win whatever.
Well, I actually won, but...
Believe me.
It was a great result on a tight budget. It looked amazing. You got absolutely everything out of that possible, but they did list.
Yes, and I'm glad they did. I think it was the right decision. Yes. They really added to the value of that house.
Yes. I was just remembering on my search, I had the sick bags in the car in case she was going to be sick.
Yeah. I mean, that was a big thing. That was a real psychological barrier. Yeah.
She got over it.
She did get over it.
So it's a great result all round. The house looked amazing. It went up in value. They moved. They're happy.
Everybody's happy. Yeah. But I wish I could, of all the things I wish I could do, this thing of removing fear of a build and encouraging people to believe they are able to manage the budget and it will not spiral out of control.
I don't think you'll ever remove the fear of a build because it is so confronting. It's in your home, it's in your private space, in your sanctuary, and it's your most valuable asset. And you've got other people coming in, strangers that you don't know very well or haven't worked with very well, and they're knocking it about. It's a huge thing to take on.
No wonder people are so scared if you describe it like that.
But that is the case.
I wouldn't do it if that was the case.
That is the case. But it's also possible. It's doable if you plan.
You can make a manicure sound frightening.
For Curtis and Jamie Lee in Albrighton, all was still to play for. And with the new extension taking shape, their dream was in touching distance. But Phil was convinced he could find them a family home to rival their own within their budget of 280 grand.
I think we could have a dream house that's going to give us everything we want.
With a wish list that included a semi-rural location, 4 bedrooms, a large kitchen, while still staying close to Jamie Lee's family, Phil had a tough challenge ahead of him.
If I find it, will you give it due consideration?
I'll consider it, yeah.
That was a no, wasn't it? That was a firm no.
For his first property, he took them to the country town of Shifnal, 10 minutes from home, where he showed them a modern 4-bed house priced just under 280 grand. It gave them the extra space they were looking for, but the kitchen didn't set their pulses racing.
I know Jamie's going to want something really special. It's like, wow, look at this space.
Yeah.
I've got more work to do than I thought.
Phil had to pull out all the stops and show Curtis and Jamie Lee a downstairs family area that would wow them. So he tried his luck with a 3-bed semi in the county town of Market Drayton, 30 grand under budget. And although the kitchen got the reaction he hoped for,
This is really nice.
Oh, this is lovely. Yeah.
upstairs didn't offer them the space for the future.
You couldn't grow as a family in this house.
No, it's just the same as ours, really, isn't it?
To give this young family the roomy property they were looking for, Phil took them deeper into the country, to the village of High Arkle.
If it was up to him, he'd just live in the middle of a field on his own.
A rural location it may have been, but would the house make up for the 30-minute drive to Jamie's family?
So we have here a nice, big, detached house. It is a bit of a project, so...
Another one.
But I promise you, this is a very large and very exciting opportunity. I'm pitching it as a genuine long-term option. This is a forever home.
Yeah.
Curtis, I know you want more kids.
Yeah, definitely, loads. Yeah.
There's room to spread out on this.
Yeah, looks awesome, yeah. I love it straight away.
It looks quite big.
In budget at 279,000 and on a quiet road just yards from farmland, this 1970s extended 4-bedroom house not only occupies a huge plot outside, inside there's 4 generous double bedrooms and 2 bathrooms, plus a kitchen with potential to extend.
So, we've got lots to explore. That is a lovely big garage, lovely big utility room, downstairs loo in there. But this is, I think, where you start to see and appreciate the kind of space that the house offers.
Yeah.
This living room is just under double your existing living room.
Yeah.
It's pretty big.
Yeah, it's a hell of a lot bigger than ours, definitely.
It's not just the living room that offers more space for the large family gatherings they love to host. The current kitchen could be knocked through to a ground floor bedroom, giving them a kitchen diner to completely eclipse the one they're creating back home.
This would be so nice to get rid of this wall, because that goes onto the garden, doesn't it? So that would be lovely.
You would have the most spectacular kitchen diner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You are blessed with space and opportunity in this house. Actually, this house is 85% larger than your house will be when you've finished it. 85%. There's a completely different league.
That's crazy.
That is mad.
Yeah, it is.
Phil, you're clearly delusional if you think Jamie Lee will want to take on another doer-upper.
But these guys are no strangers to hard work. And upstairs, whilst the bathroom might need replacing, the 4 bedrooms are all good sizes and only need a fresh coat of paint.
It's just too daunting.
Yeah, but it's just a space, isn't it? The potential's massive. Be a beautiful house once it's done.
It would.
There's no doubt this is a cracking house and it's going to make somebody a really special family home. I think Curtis is completely on board with the notion, but whether or not Jamie is even able to absorb that fact just at the moment probably remains to be seen.
But will it be enough, Mr. Spencer? Just wait till you see the stunning transformation I'm bringing about back at their home.
Jamie Lee and Curtis were a fun couple.
I just adore their energy. They are hardworking, they're enthusiastic, they don't complain, they get on with it.
Yeah.
They've really done it. And that, you know, I haven't always agreed with Curtis on some of the things he's wanted to do in the house.
Yeah.
But I think, touch wood, I've got my own way over most of it.
You tend to.
But that's not going to happen today, Kirsty. I've got a good feeling for Team List It, because despite all your work, I know you won't have given Curtis and Jamie Lee the extra bedroom or the bigger garden they wanted.
Oh, Phil, dream on. This young family isn't going anywhere.
Got your game face on? All set?
I'm pretty confident about this one, to be honest, Phil.
Yeah, well...
If you live opposite
so
your
am I.
mum and you have small children, you do not move.
Yeah, but if you see a house that's 85% bigger, just saying.
Hello, how are we?
Okay, how are you?
Very well, very well.
Nice to see you. Are we going to have a happy day?
We are.
You're right, Phil.
Good, man.
Oh, yeah.
So, what have you done? Oh, my word, what have you done?
What haven't these guys done? The old dining room, pokey kitchen and little conservatory have gone. In their place, a stunning open-plan kitchen, living, dining room.
Looks good, doesn't it?
It really does look good.
Yeah.
It really does look good. You've got to admit.
Jeez.
The old cluttered conservatory has been replaced with a new extension. And knocking into this space from the dining room and kitchen has created a large sociable space for cooking, relaxing, and entertaining friends and family.
It is so different, isn't it?
It's so different, it blows your mind.
So you've extended a lot.
Yeah.
The extension has created all the extra living space the guys were desperate for. The sitting room has been beautifully redecorated and is now cleverly linked by an open window space so that Jamie Lee and Curtis can keep an eye on the children whenever it's used as a playroom.
This room is phenomenal.
It looks fantastic.
Yeah.
I don't know who's sounding happier with this. You two or my friend over here?
No.
Because she's certainly pretty happy about it.
Phil, come on. You don't even know the figures involved.
No, I don't. It looks expensive, whatever you've done.
No.
Yeah.
I want to see his face. I'm going to stand there when you tell him.
So we've spent 25 altogether, complete, all done.
What about the extension?
Yeah, that's
it.
everything, yeah.
whole lot?
£25,000 for the whole thing.
Yeah.
You have done well.
The guys watched every penny and took on a lot of the extra work themselves. They sold the old kitchen for 500 quid and took on board my advice on how to be clever with their new furniture.
And moving into the dining area, Phil, you'll find that there's a very smart table.
Did you have a hand in this? Do I sense?
It was a suggestion last time I was here. So this is scaffolding boards.
Really?
Limed, yep.
You've been very industrious and creative as well.
Yeah, we've had to be.
And it would be a shame to leave all this hard work behind if Phil gets his way. I think it's time to have a chat.
I'm going to make you two the poster boy and girl for just actually, you know, a bit of elbow grease and getting on and doing it.
And it doesn't feel like it was that hard in hindsight. I know it's pretty
think
fresh.
Jamie thinks
Give me a couple of months at the minute.
Yeah.
Curtis, you're always so positive about everything. It's wonderful.
Yeah, I've had one good night's sleep and I feel great. Let's do it again now.
Right. Jamie Lee, Curtis, are you going to love it?
Or list it.
What do you reckon, Jim? You can say it.
Did you say it together?
Go on, let's say it together.
Okay.
We're going to
Love it.
Of course you are.
Yeah, it's a tough decision, and I think in 3 months I'll change my mind.
Not saying we'll stay here forever. I think this house is perfect for our current life.
For right now.
When we've had the children, and then I'm qualified and back to work full time, then it's another stage of our life. We can get a bigger house.
I think that we might as well enjoy it as well. We might as well enjoy it.
Well, congratulations. Many, many congratulations.
Thank you.
Seriously, you've done well.
Epic decision.
Yeah.
So, time for Curtis and Jamie Lee to sit back, relax, and enjoy the fruits of their labour? Nah. 1 year on, that's not exactly what they've been doing.
We've decorated the front room about 5 times, haven't we? And we've got a new shed outside where we're going to convert that for our little business.
Yes, with their huge renovation complete, this enterprising couple have moved on to a new project, starting their own eco-cosmetics company. And this change in lifestyle has been the catalyst for even bigger plans.
Our lives have changed so much now with our business and things. We don't need to be in a certain area for work or anything. We can work from home. So we really like the idea of living in Wales, like somewhere completely rural.
Well, even Phil didn't stretch his search as far as that.
We want to just do basic living, away from main society. The kids will have like an easy life. We'll have a little farm with the animals and just a bit more eco, isn't it?
It's not that major of a move, really. It's not like New Zealand or anything. That'd be a good idea.
Which is what you did once.
Yeah, that.
Australia at
I
one
wanted
point, then
New Zealand,
Zealand.
but Wales will do, I think.
But it's a huge change from their terrace in Albrighton, and they'll have an even bigger project on their hands if they move.
We're going to build the house ourselves and we're going to do everything ourselves. Obviously eco-friendly as well, so everything's going to be carbon neutral is the aim, isn't it?
Although selling up is on the cards for the future, for now this family of 4 are still reaping the rewards of the beautiful house they built here.
It's changed our life massively, the house, and everyone that comes round has amazing things to say about it and how we did it for so cheap.
I think there's a lot to learn from you two.
When we decide we want something, we don't say, oh, that's going to be hard, or no, I won't be able to do that. We think, well, do you know what? We really want it. How are we going to get it? And let's just try it, and if it doesn't work, then it doesn't work.
And with this determination, I'm sure there will be plenty more adventures to come.
They're a really inspiring couple.
They're my poster couple.
They got so much out of their build and they didn't spend that much money. It was incredible.
They're my poster couple for buying young, getting on with it, being adventurous, managing on a really tight budget. It's not all about sort of having a lot of money. They did have family support, not financially, but in terms of care. And now they've decided that they can cope without that, and they're going to Wales.
But I mean there was no stopping them.
First time I've ever heard anyone say, well, you know what, it could be New Zealand or Australia, but Wales will do.
I think they just like to mix it up. They constantly like to think of the new, think of the exciting, think of the different. I feel that is a surprise moving to Wales, because the reason why they stayed where they were was because all the family was around.
Nothing would surprise me with those two.